for certification exam also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And with the base SAS, I will take the advanced SAS.
Mm-hmm.
Advanced SAS topic is proc SQL and macro, where
Mm-hmm.
you know SQL, so it will be helpful for you.
Mm-hmm.
And with the SQL macro, you are aware about macro, right? You are
Mm-hmm.
MCS, so you are aware about the macros and all.
I'm aware about macros. Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, one more guy joined. Hi, Suresh.
Hi, Suresh here. May I know who's this?
Hi, Suresh. This is Neha. I'm a SAS trainer. Suresh, can you give little bit brief about yourself?
Yeah, I'm currently working as a Cognos TM1 planning and budgeting developer. So I
Mm-hmm.
have around 8 years of experience in the business intelligence and BI, the cube analysis and all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So now you want to move to SAS?
Yeah, I want to see something interesting in SAS finance. So what it means and what exactly the products, what exactly the product is and how it is useful to business and which business rules are covered for this, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So with us, Amrit is also there, and he is also
Mm-hmm.
looking for data analyst position.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
for that, I'm just explaining what type of training I'm providing, whatever course of content which I'm going to cover in this training.
Okay.
So when I start the training first, because when you start anything, you should start with the base. So SAS
Mm-hmm.
also, if you start the SAS, you have to start with the basics.
Okay.
So in when I start giving the training, first I will cover base SAS till certification level. So
Mm-hmm.
after that, if you want, you can go for certification exam also, and you can certify it on basis. After that, I will take the advanced portion, which portion is the proc SQL and uh, macro. Proc
Mm-hmm.
SQL and macro is the advanced portion. With that, some other procedure we do have: proc, tabulate, chart, append, transpose, rank. These all procedure. It's for different purpose we are using different procedures. So I cover all together this one. Then in my training I will cover, because SAS is the statistics software. So I have some video classes. I tie up with some companies, and I have some video courses. There I will explain how to exploration of the data, preparation of the data, because when data is coming directly we cannot use. So first I have to see what type of data, clean the data. If there is some thing required to complete the data, we have to keep it, and some manipulation and all we have to do. So exploration and preparation is there. Then we come to the statistic basic stats. What is the mean, mode, media, where we are using in real time scenario, where we have to use mean, where we have to use mode, where we have to use median, standard deviation, everything. We are just explaining central tendency and all, because when you are coming to stats, SAS is the stats software, so basic understanding you should have, because here you no need to write any formula, but whatever the output is coming, you should be able to read the output. If I will say t-test, so if I will use t-test procedure for t-test, I will get the answer, but you should be able to read the answer. Okay, chi-square. And ANOVA is there, linear regression, curvy regression. Now you are coming all together to analyst type side of job. So this is the we are starting with the basics. Then descriptive analysis, what is the sample, what is the population. Then hypothesis testings are there, which type of testing we are doing, and chi-square test, ANOVA, linear regression, logistic regression, time series, credit card fraud analysis. So these all contain I will cover in this training. Okay. So this is a course of content which I'm going to cover, and this is something advanced part. First I will cover base and advanced. There I will give you the basic understanding of SAS. So when I cover it base SAS, I will cover the base SAS certification exam guide. 23 chapters are there. I will cover all 23 chapters. Then after that, if you people are willing to go for certification exam, I will provide you the dumb question. Using that, you can get the good idea how the question will come in the examination. Then with that, I will provide the advances. Okay, and after completing the each chapter, I will provide you the daily assignment. Okay, after completing each day, I will provide the assignment. So before coming to next class, you have to complete the assignment, and if you have any question, you can come.
Okay. So who are the customers who will be most using this product?
Okay, I will explain you in which domain we are using the SAS.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, basically this is specific to SAS finance, or is a generic module?
Actually, base and advanced is the general module. In anywhere you can use the base and advanced, clinical and in, banking or anywhere, insurance, anywhere you can use. After that, I will use this basics of statistic. This also understanding will be used all the domain, but whatever the fraud analysis will be there, it for banking or insurance, credit card fraud analysis. Time series also working for finance only. Okay. So after daily assignment, what I can say? Okay, I have good collection of SAS books. So when I complete the chapters, according to that chapter, like I will complete the report. So I have some books for only proc reports, some for SQL, proc SQL, some for graphs. So I will provide you these books also. And we have some interview questions also. I will provide you interview question as well, and some projects also I do have. So for finance domain, the small projects, credit card risk and banking and small projects are there, and some finance material is also there, so that also I will provide. So you are looking such kind of training, or your expectation is something different?
Yeah, similar kind of training, but I would like to know more about the roles. Basically, you are saying it's only for data analyst role, or is, you can do the
See,
business analytics also in the software?
yeah, every company have their own designation. Okay. So when you are going to any company, whatever role they have, like when I was working, I selected as a IT analyst. Okay, and they give me the, when I was, actually I start my career with business object. This is, if you are working in Cognos, you can aware this is also the reporting tool. So I worked 2 years for business object. In that time I was an IT analyst. Later on they will give me data analyst, then they move me in SAS, and I have to create the program, and I have to solve the query, whatever client issues are there. Then they promote me as a business analyst, and there I have to talk to client, I have to gather the requirement. Then inside me I have a 15 people team, and I have to explain them the requirement. I was programmer also and dealing with the client also. So here I cannot see if you will learn everything in one day you will be the same day you become the business analyst. There is some phases. first you will go to the junior level, then later on you have to start interaction with the client, and you can become the business analyst, because in after this training you can understand what type of reports are coming, what is the meaning of each and everything. And when you are working from long time in a company also provides such kind of training according to their domain and their work. Okay, every company have one and other type of work, so according to their work they will and then you will get the understanding, because basic understanding you do have, so you can build other understanding based on this basic understanding. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is that's why I designed the course like that this is the basic structure of the course. Top of that structure, if you want to go for any domain, you can go and you can work on it. Okay, now I just take little bit brief about the SAS. Yeah, Amrit, tell me.
Okay. No, that's okay. Not Amrup Suresh.
Yeah, Neha,
Okay,
actually it
Suresh.
wasn't me, but I have a question. I also know that SAS is also a ETL tool, like extractor
Haha.
and loaded tool, right? So are we going to cover that part also, or?
Yeah, actually SAS is providing you end-to-end facility. We
Mm-hmm.
can fetch the data from diverse source, we can keep the data in the standard format, then we can generate the report, after that we can analyze also the data. So
Mm-hmm.
ETL is, here ETL is not a different part. This is the
Mm-hmm.
part of SAS only, how to fetch the data from the different sources. So we
Mm-hmm.
have some coding, some techniques, this all will cover in the training.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Okay, so I just give little bit brief about SAS. Okay, SAS is stand for Statistical Analysis System. SAS is the company name also and software name also. It's developed in 1917 at North Carolina State University. When it's developed for agriculture field experiment analysis. Later on, what happened? Other people also understand the utility of SAS software, and they also adopt the SAS software. We are using the SAS software in different industries. What are that industries is? Automotives, communication, education, banking and finance, government, health insurance, healthcare, hospitality, insurance for life science, manufacturing, media, oil and gas, retail, hotel. Means if you will see, almost we covered all the industries. Okay. And mostly this will work in finance, retail and life science. In finance we have banking, insurance, these all are the finance sector. Most widely we are using the SAS. Retail sector widely we are using the SAS, and the clinical sector. Okay. So you are asking in which domain we can use the SAS. If you will good in base and advanced, you can fit in any area. There is no criteria, because SAS software is same for all the domain. Only what is the difference, which domain is using which functionality of SAS. Like clinical domain, they are more over the testing, t-test, pair t-test, ANOVA, like that they are using. And finance domain, they are using time series, fraud analysis, like that they are doing much. But the way we are importing the data in SAS, we are doing the operation, manipulation and all, it will be same for all the domain. Okay. Now what type of solution I can provide using SAS? Business intelligence, customer intelligence, data integration and ETL. ETL stands for extract, transfer and load. Financial intelligence, and there is so many type of solution we are providing according to domain. Different domain I am providing different type of solution. In fact, in supply chain also, widely we are using the SAS, because when I was working in Caterpillar, I use SAS for a supply chain solution. My logistics customer are coming and they have so many problems. So according to data, we create different type of report to resolve the issues and all. Now, why we are using the SAS? SAS is the tool. This is the data warehousing tool. You people heard what is the data warehousing?
Yeah, we
No?
do. Yeah.
Okay. So data warehousing is the technique where we are fetching the data from diverse source, make my data in standard format, then I will generate the report or graph. Okay. So SAS is the tool of data warehousing. Like SAS, we have business object, Cognos, Informatica, data step, Minitab. So many different tools are available. So why we are using the SAS? SAS have three basic features. SAS is the reporting tool, means we can generate the report using the SAS. SAS is the ETL tool. Using the SAS, I can extract the data from diverse source. Diverse source means if I am getting the data from the Excel file or Access file or SQL file or any type of file, I have SAS have capability to fetch all type of data. Now SAS is the forecasting tool, because SAS is built on the stats. Okay, so that's why it's a forecasting tool. We can do the prediction. What type of prediction we can do, like weather forecasting. How we can come to know what will be the tomorrow's weather? I will take some data, I will analyze the data, I will forecast, and I can predict that will be the tomorrow's tomorrow's weather. So always my prediction will not be correct, but on that prediction I can take some decision. Okay, so for forecasting purpose we are using the SAS. We have some other tool in data warehousing like business object and Cognos, which is the reporting tool. Informatica is the ETL tool. Okay, here we are just extracting the data and loading in our system. Business object work on ETL also and reporting also. Both job we can do by business object. But we don't have any tool for forecasting purpose, and SAS is only the tool which by
Hello?
this all work using SAS. If you have any question, please stop me in between and you can ask the question.
Yeah, Neha,
Okay. Yeah, go on. I lost it.
I was not able
Yeah,
to hear you for
tell
some
me.
time. I think I lost you. So
Sorry?
I wasn't able to hear you for some time. I lost your voice for some time. So can you please
Now
go?
can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, for last 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I lost it. Yeah.
Okay, so this slide have you when I was explaining you heard my
Yeah,
voice?
till Informatica I did, not after that.
Okay, so Informatica, as I told you, this is the ETL tool. In fact, business object also, we can do the ETL job also and reporting job also, but we don't have any tool for forecasting purpose. SAS is only the tool which we are using for forecasting purpose. And using the SAS, we can develop our application, business solution, and analytics. So these all are the major thing using the SAS we can do. SAS is provide end-to-end solution, extracting the data to providing the report, everything we can do by SAS.
Yeah, Neha, I have a question here. I'm interested more into the forecast area. The forecast you mentioned here is a user-based forecast, or it's a system-based forecast?
System-based forecast. System-based
So
means
is
time
it?
series I told you, no?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Okay.
how you forecast it? If I want to forecast, suppose I am running one big bazaar In Diwali time, I want to forecast how much stock I have to keep. What I will do, 10 years data I will keep, and I will use some procedure on that 10 years data, and I can get the forecasting. That this year, every year if 5% sales are there, if LCD sales is this, fridge sales is this, other
Projection.
appliances sales is this. So we are giving the projection exactly that what will be this year.
Okay.
So this is the forecasting. So I will cover the time series, no? So there one procedure is there, proc forecasting. Using that proc forecasting, we can forecast it.
Okay, so here is there any facility that user can change the forecast?
We have some options, which basis you want to forecast, and you know how you want to change means it's depend upon the situation, and we have so many options, so many models. So according to your requirement, you can choose the model.
No, you mean to say that well, not only the system selected or user using some system defined forecasting models. Suppose I want to enter my own value.
See, you have to import the data first. This value only used for the forecasting purpose.
Okay, but there is no way that from the either from front end or from the user GUI you can able to change the value in the front end or in any GUI system.
No, here everything you have to write on the code.
Okay, and one more thing I want to ask whether this SAS is suitable for planning and budgeting.
In planning, what exactly you are looking for?
In planning and budgeting, what they do is basically they will write back the numbers against a P&L account code or the balance sheet account code, and they manually interpret some numbers, and they key in manually the data into the system and apply some business rules over that, like that.
What they are doing in Excel?
Excel can do for his own portfolio or cost center or for his division or for his country, but if you see the enterprise wide, okay, Excel is not a solution for that, right?
Where they are doing, which software they are using for this?
Usually there is a Hyperion is there, even SAP, BPC is there, and INEA planning application is there, Cognos planning is there. A lot of planning application tools are there in the market. Just want to know that whether SAS has this kind of any features. As you mentioned, it's a forecasting is there by system generated one.
Actually, what happened, I didn't encounter with the same problem whatever you are discussing, this planning, because I was in development and I was in solution. So I don't have this much idea what is Cognos people are doing and what is other software provide the output. But yes, by the SAS also we have to search on the Google the way Cognos is doing, SAS can do or not, because SAS is very powerful tool. That's why it's more famous in the market. So maybe it can provide this solution also. Okay, so we have to search little bit, because all people cannot work on all the domain, right? Whatever domain I worked and whatever I encountered, I know that
this is not yeah, this is not related to any domain specific. Maybe the technology platform, whether we have any option to write back the data in the front end like that.
No front end is there for SAS.
Okay, so how users will use for this?
What mostly we are doing, I am getting the data from client, I am running my program and I am giving the output to my client, reporting type of. But that output is different. Suppose simple output we are giving, getting the data, manipulation and giving. Some output is prediction, what I want, what forecast I want. According to that I use the model and I can forecast and give to client.
Okay, you mean to say that you give the output to the client, you give manually or by email, or you extract it and
By, yeah, when I'm
is there any
exporting,
way like a online system where users can check what you want to give to the users?
actually we have one more additional software. Okay,
Okay.
in that additional software we can schedule the programming. Okay,
Okay.
so there what we can do, whatever SAS program I created, suppose weekly I want to see, or monthly I want to see, or daily I want to see, right? So rather
Okay.
than daily writing or running it, I will put it on that system, and I schedule the time. So every day on that time that program will run and output will come to your mailbox.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah. Please
system is
continue.
also there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm clear. Yeah, I'm clear.
Okay. Now SAS is the platform
Hi Neha, I have
independent
question now.
language. Yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, my question is like as you said that we can extract the data from almost anywhere, like raw data files we can use data Oracle database, and we can use data warehouse, all these. Are we going to do real examples like where we are going to extract the data and analyze it and report it? Are we going to do that kind of things in the course?
Yeah, first I will, what happen, see, this is the technology. So first I will teach you
Mm-hmm.
how to import different type of file. If
Mm-hmm.
text file, what type of code you have to write. If
Mm-hmm.
Excel file, what type of code you have to write. So you will be capable to extract any type of data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because see, if you know all the technique, if your client will give any type of data, you will be capable to do it, right?
Yeah, the thing is actually these techniques, right, how to write the code. So those you can learn, but the main thing is mostly you don't have, let's say, don't have access, let's say, to data warehouse or some kind of database system on your PC. You cannot practice that. So that is what I'm more concerned about. If you get a real-time practice, okay, if you told us the code, we can write that code, we can get the data, we can analyze it and do that. So we will. So that is a real practice we are doing. So we are comfortable with the environment. Okay, we know what to do. So are we going to get any kind of practical experience or no?
See, whatever client is giving me, we are working with the client. When I
Mm-hmm.
have 8 years of experience, 22 client I had, and
Mm-hmm.
5 facilities for each client.
Mm-hmm.
What they are doing, most of the time I'm getting data by the text file. It's
Mm-hmm.
not my responsibility how to
Okay.
get the data or where to get the data. This is the client responsibility. They will give the share folder path where they are
Mm-hmm.
keeping the data.
Okay.
Okay, by that share folder I will get the access from the client and I will fetch the data. Then I will
Okay.
tell you if my client will keep the data, because if it's a secure system,
Mm-hmm.
you cannot enter and get the data. How you will work?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We
So you,
cannot hack anyone's ID's password, right? So what
yeah,
we
yeah.
have to do,
Mm-hmm.
it's actually the real scenario where I was working,
Mm-hmm.
because all the data is coming in lakhs and crores.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So when I'm getting the data in lakhs and crores, I cannot get the data in Excel file.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely my data will come in text file. And my
Mm-hmm.
client also working on SAP.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened that their system is quite secure system. They will not give
Mm-hmm.
me the access of their SAP. I have
Mm-hmm.
only 4 clients who give the access of their SAP, their ID password they give. By the
Mm-hmm.
virtual system we take the access of their SAP and we are extracting the data. When we
Mm-hmm.
are extracting the data, that also data also coming in text file.
Okay, so we mostly,
Because
mm-hmm.
yeah, because
So we,
we have some limitation in Excel, no, 65,500 or 10,000, not more than that.
yeah.
But when we are working in real time, definitely we are working in lakhs and crores rows.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
it's actually not our tension where can get the data. Definitely a client will, first when we are working, client will send me some data, that is the dummy data, old data, for
mm-hmm.
creating the program. I
Mm-hmm.
create the program in my test domain. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's in C drive is my test domain. I work on program, I generate the report and I send to client for the verification. If my
Mm-hmm.
client have some issue or they have more expectation, I rework on that. And once my client will satisfy with my report, I am telling them, please give me your production domain address, and I
Mm-hmm.
will place my program to production domain.
Mm-hmm.
Then they are working on production domain. Either they will give SAP ID password, or they are giving the shared drive access or shared folder access, or some people, some client, they are sending by mail only.
Mm-hmm.
So daily we are getting the mail,
Mm-hmm.
that text file. So I have to keep on my system, any folder, I have to keep that files, and I have to extract the data from the file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I asked this question was because mostly when we have data analyst requirements, right? They always say
mhm.
experience in working with data warehouse, Microsoft database, Oracle database. So, so I thought like the mostly they are interested in these requirements are because we have to extract the data from these databases.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that is my
Okay, I just show you
concern.
one chapter.
Mm-hmm.
This is SAS software. In SAS software, I have one chapter, how to import the in files.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here I am giving so many methods. If you have SAS data set, how to create another SAS data set, because first I have to create the SAS data set.
Yeah.
Second method, if my data is coming inside the coding, then what
Mm-hmm.
I will do.
Mm-hmm.
Then third method, if I am getting the text file,
Mm-hmm.
how to import my text file.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there is actually, most of the time we are getting by text file, and there is so many way to fetch the data by the text file, because always it is not coming in correct way. One and
Mm-hmm.
other way it is coming. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the part we cover for text file, what type of issues are coming, what type of keywords we will use for text file. Then how to export the data in the text file.
Mm-hmm.
Now how to import the data from the Excel file, how to import the data from Access file, MS Access file. So
Mm-hmm.
most of the time we are using this all, database, my
Mm-hmm.
data from these database. Apart from that, there is n number of database. But
Mm-hmm.
once you understand the basic how to import the data, then we can, everyday new database they are introducing, sometime Teradata, sometime this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So internet is the very good solution. If you will see something new database, go to internet, search how to import that particular database file in SAS.
Mm-hmm.
Code will come.
Okay.
So you will put your value inside the code and you can import it. It's very simple. It is not any, big
Okay.
thing. It's a
Mm-hmm.
simple only. So these all are the code. We have manually also I can import the data, but manually we are not doing, because once we create the program, that program I will keep for years together. It's not
Mm-hmm.
one time program. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to keep in our coding everything, and every time I no need to change anything, control home and run the program, and I will get the output like that.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can access the data from any of the source, and SAS have capability, SAS have code to import the data from any source. Okay. Platform independent means SAS can work on any operating system, Windows operating system, Unix operating system, Linux operating system, whatever operating system you do have, it will work on all the operating system. SAS is the powerful tool for various business needs. Though you people are working on business only, this Cognos and this and that, you know very well. Suppose I am running one big bazaar, end of first year I want to see what is my revenue. I fetch all the data from my database and I will sum the revenue, and I can come to know what is my yearly revenue. Then I want to drill down my report, and I want to see pain area where my um, sales is less, because anyhow I want to grow my business. So what I will do, I will drill down my report, then I will create the quarterly report, then monthly report, and I want to see in which quarter I have more sales, which quarter less sales, and which quarter I have more sales I will find out. what is the cause for that? It's called root cause analysis. Why the sales are more. So we can come to know some festivals are there, marriage time is there, so sales is more, other quarter is normal quarter. So what I will do, I will send this report to my strategies maker. My strategies maker come up with some strategies. They will say promote your brand in the newspaper or digital marketing, or this 10 days discount, this and that. They have so many strategies. And I implement all the strategies for my departmental store. End of the second year, I will again fetch all the data and I will compare first year data with the second year data, whether my strategies are working or not. Because anyhow, when I am giving the applying the strategies, I am investing some money on that. So if it's working, well and good. If it's not working, I will revise my strategies. So you can see in each and every place, SAS give me the mirror image of my business. To see that data only, I can take some decision. So SAS is converting my data into information format, and once I will get my data into information format, I will be capable to take some decision. Okay. So in that way, SAS is useful for me for each and every purpose. And basically we are using SAS for data warehousing and mining, reporting purpose, data analysis purpose, statistical analysis purpose, econometrics and forecasting purpose. Okay. What is the SAS architecture? I'm converting raw data into information format, so I have to fetch the data from the flat file, RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, SQL, MS Access, DB2 are the RDBMS database, ERP, sorry. ERP is Enterprise Resource Planning or legacy system. Legacy system is old system. So I'm fetching the data from diverse source and I will fetching all the data inside my SAS. I made it all the data in a standard format. Do some operation and convert my data into information. So I will create the graph, report and files. Okay. So this is the yeah.
Yeah, Neha, here is SAS base is a database or it's a file based system?
This is the software SAS 9.2.
Okay, if you see that as for the architecture, you are fetching the data from different sources, and where you are keeping that?
This is my SAS software. I'm keeping my SAS files.
Okay, the data
I'm
is stored
getting
in the SAS files.
SAS file. Yeah.
Okay, so you mean to say
Because
that all the data, whatever we get from different sources, it is stored under a file format in the SAS system.
yeah, because till the time I will not get data base in my SAS format, I cannot do any operation on that data. So first
Okay,
I will
the
convert
reports,
all type of
yeah.
data into SAS format. After that we are working.
You mean to say that the report or analysis or anything, it will read these SAS files.
Exactly.
Okay, and all the history is maintained in these SAS files.
Yeah, if you want to maintain your history, you can maintain your history also.
Okay, and this is static or it's a dynamic? Basically, what I mean to ask is whether it's a always when you run a report, okay, it will go to the hard disk and read the file from there, or it is in-memory application?
No, it will go to the path where whatever path I will define. Suppose share folder path. So it will go to share folder path, read this file and create the SAS dataset. Because every time
Okay.
we have new SAS dataset, no? And that SAS dataset will, file will come in production domain. Every day it is refreshing. So it will go to that folder and it will read the file.
Okay, but it's not really readily available in the memory of the server.
No, we have to read. Otherwise, if says that my client will give in says database format, then I can get it by the though we have to define the path. Otherwise, how we will get the data? It's a physical file only.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I have a question. So sometime in SAS, when we create the data set, right, we create temporary data set, like we read from somewhere, we set the input, and then we create a new data set which is temporary, and we can use it to print out and everything. And for that data set, we don't give any path. We just say, okay, data is equal to this, and then we can use that name to print out everything. So that data, that temporary data, is also coming from the hard disk, or is it in the RAM, or where exactly is it?
See, if I have some Excel file or Access file and something file like that, first I will import the data in SAS. Once I'm getting the data into SAS, then here only I can work on this data.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah, that's right.
Then I no need to go somewhere and save the data or retrieve the data. I will save in my work folder, which is the temporary folder. Here I will save my data, and I can reuse this data a number of times. Okay,
So
and I can export this data and I can do manipulation. I can create the report once it is in my SAS format.
okay, so it is again on the hard disk.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. This work folder, it is not in hard disk. This is not the permanent SAS data set.
Yes.
If I want to save my SAS data set in permanent folder, I have to define some library. How to define the library? I have to say
Like.
Okay, I just create the library.
Well, that is okay.
I will say
that I
lib
know.
name. I will write lib name.
Yeah, library name and then.
Yeah. Then I will give the path where I want to save my data.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I want to save my data in this library, I will give the path. I should have this folder in D drive and I will run it. So I will create a new library. Already I have in some files are available in this path. So I will open a library and I can get the data. But I'm taking the data from a library and keeping in my work folder. Then this data is not anywhere in my permanent SAS data set or hard disk and all. This will be in memory only. Okay. And here I can work on this data, and once I close the SAS session, these all data will be deleted off. Okay. So that's why work library is the temporary library, because whatever data available in work library, it is in memory, it is not in physical file. But whatever library name we are defining, it's a physical file, physical path. On that I am storing my data.
Yeah, that was my question. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now we are when we are working on SAS, we have 4 phases: access, manage, analyze, and present phase. In access phase, we are accessing the data from the raw data files. Then manage phase. First I will fetch data, I create the SAS data set, I will come to manage phase. What we are doing in manage phase? In manage phase, suppose I have 2 columns. I have employee ID and base salary. Using base salary, I have to calculate HRA, LTA, and gross salary. HRA is house allowances, LTA is travel allowances, and gross salary is the combination of HRA, LTA, and the base salary. So in manage phase, I will do some manipulation and I will create 3 new columns. Now I have all the columns available inside my SAS and my data is complete. Then I will come to analyze phase. I have some procedure. Using that procedure, I will analyze my data. Once I will analyze my data, after that I present my data into present phase. So here I will present my data either report format or the graph format. Now this is my SAS screen. Still you have any question, or should I go for SAS screen?
No question from my side.
Okay. So now I'm telling how we can work on SAS screen. Actually, it's my old classes. I just delete everything.
So I can say that SAS is a ad hoc tool, or it's a standard canned reports and analysis can be done.
In ad hoc report, what you are expecting? We can, you know, create the standard report also. We can work on the ad hoc query also. We can do everything because here we have some procedure. Using that procedure, we can generate any type of report.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I have 5 window: editor window, output window, log window, explorer window, and the result window. Okay, that 5 windows I do have. When I'm writing the code, I'm writing in explorer window, sorry, editor window. Suppose I'm writing data a set SAS help dot class and run. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm creating a new SAS data set called a. Like you and me are communicated, how you understand what I try to say. We are talking in English, and in English we have some keyword. By that keyword we understand what we try to say. In SAS also we have some keyword. By that keyword we can communicate with the SAS. So I'm telling to SAS, you create a new file called A, and when you are creating the new data set called A, from where my data will come. So SAS is telling where is my source data. Data is telling what is my target data. SAS is telling what is my source data. My source data is SAS help.class and run. Okay. So where is my SAS help library? I will go to Explorer window. Explorer window is the combination of library. Here I am getting one library, SAS help. This library has some dummy data. For the practice purpose, SAS provide me some data. Because when I'm a new user, I don't know how to extract the data from the text file or Excel file or Access file. So they are giving some dummy data, and using that dummy data only I can work on that. So in SAS help I have one file called class. So I'm using this file, and I'm going to create a new file called A. So I'm copying the data from SAS class file and create new file called A, and run means my code is complete. Suppose I forget one semicolon, and I will run it. When I run my code, I want to see whether my code is running correctly or not. So I will go to log window. Log window is the window which will give the status of my code. So log window is telling there is some problem in your code. You missed the semicolon in data step. So what I will do, I will rectify my error. I will put the semicolon and I will run it. When I will run it, again I will see the log. This time my data is coming correctly. Everything is working fine. So editor window is the window which using for writing the code. Log window is the window which is using to see the status. Now you create one file called A. Where this file is created of? I will go to Explorer window. Explorer window is the combination of libraries. I have map, SAS user, SAS help, SAS user, and work library. Map is useless library. In some software it is there, some software it is not there. SAS help is the library which have dummy data. When we are working on the SAS for my helping purpose, for new persons helping purpose, we are giving SAS will give some dummy data. Now SAS user. SAS user is the library. When you are working in real time, they will give one folder of your name. So whatever program you create, you can keep inside your folder. Okay. Now work library, very important, work library. Work library is the library. By default, when we are creating any SAS data set, it will go and sit in work library. Okay. But work library is temporary library. Temporary means when I close the SAS session, all the data which is available in work library will delete it off. So if I want to save my end product in some place where because maybe I want to use the same data for another report also, so I have to create the permanent library. In that permanent library I have to give the some physical path, any D drive or C drive or some drive path I have to give, so my file will go and sit there. But intermediate data in between, because when I'm writing the SAS program, so many intermediate data is coming which is useless. I don't want after getting the final data, which will coming in work file only, and later on when I close the SAS session, all data will be deleted off. Now I have some pre-written procedure in SAS. So SAS is the statistical language, so here we no need to write any formula. All the formula is in procedure. So I will write proc print data equal to A and run. So what I'm doing here, I'm calling one procedure call print. Print is the procedure which I'm calling. What print procedure is doing? It is displaying the data in output window. Which data it will display in output window? A data it will display on output window. So when I will run it, you can see my data is coming and sitting in my output window, and same time I'm getting one link in my result window. So this is just like an online book. Here all the links, here all the data. This is the link, this is the data. Okay, so data is coming in output window, links are coming in result window. When you are working in Excel, if you want to see the count of the rows, minimum, suppose age is there, total how many ages are coming in your file, what is the minimum age, what is the maximum age, what is the standard deviation, and what is the average age. If you want to calculate that 5 formula, you have to go for 5 different formula. Okay, but in SAS we have some procedure like proc means data equal to A, and I will run it. So what SAS by default SAS will do, it will first check all the numerical column. I have in my report I have 3 numerical column, age, height and weight, and it will do the calculation of then that numerical column. When I will run this one, you can see my variable age, here it is coming, what is the count, what is the average age, what is the standard deviation, what is the minimum age, what is the maximum age. Like that we have so many procedure in SAS for different analysis purpose. We are using different procedure. So this is the beauty of SAS, no need to write any formula, nothing required. Just you call the procedure and you can get the output. Each procedure have so many options, because all procedure and everything will not suited in all the situation. So according to your situation you can use different option and you can produce the report. Okay. So
roughly how many procedures will be there?
Actually normally whatever we are using 10-15 procedures are there.
Okay, these are system defined or user defined can be there?
Everything is system defined because it's a statistical software, no? So whatever statistics is there, everything is system defined and it is there in global directly, but they are giving so many options. So according to our situation, because I will say like Innova, dependent variable, independent variable. So they are take care of each and everything because this is based on the statistics, right? So we have some procedure, we can use the procedure and make my data useful and I can send to the client.
Okay.
So Neha, do users have the option to create their own procedure and save them or no? No. Okay.
Because almost everything covered in SAS. Innova is there, regression is there. What is there in stat which is not covered in procedure? T-test, p-value, chi-square test, whatever is required, everything is covered in procedures.
Okay.
Just we should know what procedure we have to use in which time.
Okay.
So actually this is the overview of the SAS and whatever we are going to do. That's why first I will take care of the base SAS. In base SAS there is huge course. How to clean the data, how to define the data, what is the property, what is the numerical data, if date data is coming. For date we have different concept. So I just cover everything in my PPT and I just make it very easy for everyone. Because most of the client, they are from pharma industries, they are coming, and M pharma people are coming, or MBS people are coming, they are non-technical also. So I cover simplest way where I can they can understand everything, and I will provide whatever programming I will show you here in my training session. I will send you this code also. I will install the SAS software in your system. You can copy and paste this one. First you have to go for that notes whatever I am giving. You have to go for that chapter. So theoretically you will be perfect. Then you have to run the coding. Later on you have to go for assignment. So that chapter will be uh, you will be good with that chapter. And if you have any question, you can ask me in the next day of the class.
So Neha,
Any other?
in base programming we have 23 chapters, right? Programming 1 and programming 2. So
Yeah, base SAS certification we have 23 chapters.
yeah, so how many days we are going to, like, in how many days we are going to cover those chapters?
Depends. Someday if I will take 1 hour or 1.5 hour, according to that it will be there, and maybe 30 days will be sufficient for base and advances. And meantime, if you people are give 1 or 2 hours, I will take this video classes also.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe in 1 month time it will be complete, minimum.
So you mean the 21
Okay.
chapters, 23 chapters?
23 chapters will be there in maybe 25 days, or not 20 days also we can complete 25 chapters, because some chapters are very small chapters. So
Yeah.
in one day we can cover 2 or 3 chapters,
Mm-hmm.
but others we have to take more time for that. And apart from that we have advances, we have additional topics that
Mm-hmm.
also we have to cover. So it will take minimum 30 to 35 days minimum.
Okay.
Maximum maybe 10 more days it can go, depend upon the questions and queries. It can go
Mm-hmm.
more than that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so any other question?
Yeah. So what?
One,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, Neha, regarding the job perspective,
Mhm.
which countries has more demand for this skill? You have any idea?
Actually almost all the country, but US and UK and India. India also we have demand, but US and UK it's more demandable, because I am associate with consultant who was UK and US consultant. So many US consultant, whatever students are coming, not even we are completing the training, before that they are getting the job in banks and different companies. More demand is there.
Okay, and what would be the career path? Basically, you are saying it's an IT analyst, next like a business analyst, and what is the next level?
Yeah, actually, Suresh, what happened? It's my career path. How I was in Caterpillar, they are giving in this all designation to me, and they are giving this work for me. Every company have their own path. Some people they are directly selected you as a business analyst because you are the coder. Okay, and they develop some more business knowledge, and you can because if you can write the code, you can read the report, what else they want? Nothing else, right? So they will appoint you as a business analyst. Every company have a different designation for different skills, and sometime what they are seeing basic skills they will see, and select the people. Then they are giving the some more advanced skills, and they will put it in you in the business analyst position. Because if directly they will appoint some business analyst from the market, their cost is more. So they are developing in there, but they are looking for the basic skills where if they will develop you, you can be developed. If you know ABC, at least they can teach you the scripts, because every company have their own type of business. We can't say if you learn this one, you can work on any domain. Every company, every client, I have 22 clients, every client have their own problem, their own solution I have to give. So it will be differ from company to company. So it is not like that. They will appoint you if you know base SAS, advanced SAS, you know time series, you know forecasting, you know fraud analysis, this and that basic features. If you know, they can select you.
And once we got training, maybe somehow we crack the interview and go for job. Okay. So how long it will take to fit into the job? Like, is it okay, easy, or complex? No, as
No,
per your
actually what
experience.
happened, yeah, for my experience, actually I have some different story. When I selected my company, I was selected as a business object developer. So there I use. After that, they moved me to SAS, okay, and they moved me to, senior position, because I am MCA and I have a good idea about the business object and all, and they are telling if you are MCA you can do this, then you can do that also. In that time I had no idea what is the SAS. Then I develop by myself. I go for the tutorials and all, and then my company provide me some training, and after that I start working on that. So at least 6 months it will take, because macros are there, so many things actually. Not only technical knowledge, domain knowledge is also required. In which company you are entered, what domain they are working, what client they are working, what is the client requirement. So it will take 4 to 5 months to get adjusted on that environment.
Okay, so you mean to
And
say 6 months time is there to fit into the
yeah,
role, huh? Okay.
yeah, it will be there, and company will give enough time to you. And it's not like that they appoint you and you have to start with job. They will give some induction, then they will give process information, this and that. 1.5 months, 2 months, it will go like this. After that you will come to the work, then your colleagues are there, your seniors are there, they are giving some orientation. Because if you know SAS, it is not like that you are perfect in everything. What work you are company is expecting you, you should understand that requirement also. Okay.
Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah. Good.
So Neha, once we finish the course, are we going to have some like real examples we are going to do, and some help with resume, or
Uh,
no?
yeah, resume help I will give, and real examples of way I'm working. Okay,
Okay.
in that time, whatever problem I am facing, how to resolve the problem, that all I include in my training. So anytime if you will go with the experience also, if you will say I have 1 year experience, so they will ask you what type of issues you face. So
Mm-hmm.
you can include that issues in your interview.
Okay. Okay.
So you people are from which country? You are in India or US?
No, I am in US.
England.
No, I am in US,
Okay,
United States. Yeah.
okay. And Suresh?
I'm in Singapore currently now.
Wow, good. Actually, my husband is also there in Singapore nowadays for the business purpose. He has his own software company, so for that he's
Hmm.
in Singapore.
Interesting. What is the company name?
It's a E2E projects. They are working for EPM, Enterprise Resource Planning,
Okay,
and now
E2E.
E2E